Oh man. Oh man. Hats off to this news because if you thought I wasn't going to make a video about this, wow. I don't have to. Everybody else is already doing it, but it's still wow. This is huge news. Um I'm sure that y'all feel the same way. Everybody should be pissed off about this and feel infuriated. I'm sure we all do. It's just devastating. It's so fucking devastating. Yeah, this is a big deal. It is. And it's less again, and seeing people defend this is just I have no words for that. But I do have emotions for that. And I can describe how it feels. Um it's devastating. It's shocking. It brings me to tears a little bit, and the world really has changed, hasn't it? Wow, I grew up in a millennial generation life, you know? A very 2000 style kind of life. And now we're here, and now it's like, what in God's name? Like late 90s, early 2000s style life. So, you're not going to see me for a little bit. I apologize about that. I'm gone. I disappeared. Yes, I'm using OBS. I really should look into using different software for this kind of thing. But yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I saw this post immediately when I went to Twitter. I'm not calling it X. Fuck you, Elon Musk, for real. Fuck him and fuck everything about him. But anyways, no, here we go. Ronan 714. Sony kills physical games because ownership gets in the way of control. A disc is yours, and they don't like that. They didn't sell us the future of gaming. They sold us permission to play. If buying a game doesn't mean owning it, then buy, in quotation marks, has lost meaning. If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. I'm going to die on that fucking hill, especially for someone like this. Oh my god. So here's my account. Do not spam me, for God's sake. I think I might already, like, how do I go to my account? My Oh, okay. That's just Hunter. I think I gotta be careful that nothing adult shows up. I gotta be really careful because that stuff will show up once in blue moon on my Twitter, which is really annoying. But here I am, and so yes, here's my YouTube. So it is linked, but I don't know if it's the other way around. Um, and yeah, I've been resharing the news like crazy. Yup. Hey, remember this one? Back when Microsoft did this back in 2013 with the Xbox One, they tried to. Sony made this ad shortly after that. Yes, that was genius. Like during a time too where everybody thought everything would go digital. You know what I mean? Where it seemed like companies were for sure going to do it as well. Like it seems like physical gaming has become in quotation marks outdated to companies ever since as early as 2010, I want to say. So yeah, like for the fact that we didn't get that with the Xbox and I don't know. Anyways, for that generation is a miracle. For the fact that things were still physical. Oh, I got some Dragon Ball posts here with Pain and Goku, but no, yeah. So we're gonna go to their post. Which did they delete? No, of course they didn't fucking delete it. Yep, right here. Uh okay, physical disc production ending in January 2020. Yes, we all know. We all know. So, unless if you don't know, but this is the news. So if you haven't used YouTube in a long time, it's like the first video you come across and you're kind of behind the news. Well, this is it. So this is going to kill physical gaming. Don't think for a second that it won't, but it will. And it could be temporary. It could be temporary, right? Like I'm trying to cope here, but we don't really know what's gonna happen. Fuck this little goddamn piece of shit message. Fuck that. But no, I don't think anybody liked this. And don't join the conversation, but don't be a jerk. Oh, how cheeky and funny, PlayStation. Wow. Okay. Well, at least you're not being a jerk, but being honest. So as consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical disc to digital. Yep. So there's all this here to read. My cat's meowing at me. She's like, "Wow, dude, you're really upset about this." Yes, I am. I am, Childline. If you need me to pause the video to read this, go right the hell ahead. I hope the quality looks good. I'm just more interested in reading the people's reactions right now and giving my input on this. My brain is still is rewriting and reprocessing all this. This is only a day old news as of right now, and it could change at any moment. And hope to God it does, but I don't think it will. So really, and I'm gonna say a lot of things about this. I'm gonna try to remember everything that I want to talk about. I don't have notes or anything, but I should seriously consider it, considering with my ADHD brain and everything. Do not like this. I've always preferred physical to digital. Me too. Really disappointing news. Sure is. Terrible news. RIP game collecting. We literally own nothing now but licenses. This is a horrible decision, Sony. I also believe, excuse me, with how expensive hardware is getting, they are going to have people lease their consoles instead of owning them outright. Jesus, I feel like we are. Yes. Oh my God, on the wrong timeline. Oh my God, I need to talk about that. That's important. Oh my God, yes. I've always had the chance to choose between both, and yet I've avoided spoilers on my fave games on social media. I've waited weeks after the game releases because I've always preferred the physical version. I prefer to own for when I'm playing. Yeah. Time to move to Nintendo. Now, okay, moving to Nintendo is not 100% a good decision. We're going to get to that too, which I think this person is definitely aware of that, but it's kind of like, it kind of feels like that's the only choice. Um, yeah, this is, everybody's pissed about this. Everybody's making, like, it seems to me most people are not happy with this decision. Oh, this looks cool. Is this like is this a PS1 game? Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for that, Sony. So okay, all right, that looks creative. I'm gonna check that game out later. I don't know yet. Ah, the Ats Man. Oh, I love him. I love him, and I also love Mighty Keith. Oh, Ricky, I love you too, buddy. How you doing, man? Oh my God, look at this. Oh,
Yeah,
but
I really don't care. I don't care whatsoever.
yeah,
I don't. I don't care.
I know.
Let's just get rid of it. Yeah? Let's get rid of it.
Oh, oh, okay. Oh, I'll have to check that out later. He's obviously pissed off. All right, so, all right. Well, anyways, that's not relevant to the post, but okay. So let me get back to what I was talking about. All right. Okay. All right. So here to my left, I have some stuff in my bed that I want to give examples about, like that I want to talk about. That I want to give visual examples of like how this is like, of how I feel about this, of how I'm gonna get to my point. I'm gonna try to make more than one point in this video. Holy shit, this is a lot to process, and not good for my mental health, and not good for a lot of people's mental health. This is bad. Like I'm gonna have to quit gaming now. Now that's not entirely a bad. I mean, like future gaming, and that's not entirely a bad thing. PC still exists, right? So I got that safely in the bag, so it's not that bad. And not only that, you know what? I did make this video not that long ago. I do want to touch on this really quickly. Um, right here, I made this timing couldn't be more like ironic because I made this video. I now own every console that I want to. What's next? Gee willikers, now we do know what's next. So in this video, right, I was kind of saying things like I'm kind of
Master System.
oh sorry, I'm kind of over collecting everything. I'm kind of over collecting every console. You know, I don't really want a PS6 or another Xbox, and yeah, I still feel that way. I do, especially now more than ever. You know, I'm okay. Not Tyler, not Tyler. Oh man, I do like my retro life. So I'm gonna watch that later. Man, oh man. Well, I'm glad. Actually, you know what? I am happy he made a video about this. But oh fuck, I did not switch yet. Whoopsies. So sorry about that. I thought I did. oops. So here it is, right? Here's my video. I now own every console that I want. What's next? Here's the video I was talking about on my channel here. If you just scroll down a little bit, it's right here. It's not too far down. But yeah, no, this is very relevant to what I'm talking about. Right. So I'm comfortable without the PS6 really existing, but it will. And it's going to be a pointless piece of plastic. Like I have been saying for a while now that I am okay with the PS5 and the Series X kind of being the big finales for PlayStation and Xbox, as I feel as they should be. They're these big beefy 4K consoles that can kind of do everything you want graphically for a game, and the controllers are really comfortable to hold in your hand. There's really no reason to continue. Now again, the wrong timeline thing, right? The person. Plus, what? There's something that somebody commented the other day that I forgot what it was. Oh, somebody said that you're screwing over publishers for doing this. I hope publishers do feel that way, because I don't know if game designers themselves, the people who actually create these pieces of arts, want this. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I think it depends on the person. This story right here, this is like my favorite book ever. I keep talking about this book. I keep yeah, you can kind of see what it is already. I keep on like bitching and pitching and like just slamming into people's heads. Like I keep talking about this book. I keep recommending for those to listen to read it. Console Wars. This is an actual historical book. It's not fictional. No. Um it's a story about Sega versus Nintendo during the 90s, but it's more than that. Really, it's about like why. Whoa, okay. It doesn't really go into the why, but this historical like reason is exactly why Sega came into the gaming industry to begin with, to compete with companies like Nintendo, because at the time Nintendo wanted to monopolize the gaming industry. Doesn't that sound kind of like what's going on right now with this decision? History's kind of repeating itself a little bit here, I feel like. And Sega does not have to come back, because I will be memed about that. I know I will, because I keep bitching about Sega not making consoles anymore. My feelings about that are very 50-50. I am partially happy with Sega being a third-party company now, because they're actually making good badass choices with their games and stuff, which is really, really, really cool and awesome that they're doing that. But it would be great if they came back and made a new system. I would buy that versus a PS6 or Xbox. If it was digital only though, that would kill me. That would kill me. But anyways, it would. Like Sega's back. Oh, it's digital only. Oh, that's like that's right. That would be it. That would be it. That gave me a heart attack. No, I'm not kidding. Like it really would. But so right, physical media is so important, right? So it doesn't have to be Sega, but we need a company to come in and do what's right in this kind of situation. I saw this other bloke on YouTube, and I thought his video was actually really like it got straight to the point. It got straight to like what this is about, and like how he felt. And I 100% agree with Super Joshua 06 here. I 100% agree with you, buddy, with everything you said in your video. There wasn't a single thing. Oh, no sad ads, please. No, we don't want that. No. Vote with your wallets, people. Play has no limits. Play has huge limits. Right, yeah, it does. Like, he's absolutely right. Super Joshua here. Watch this video if you get a chance. I'll never buy digital only on PlayStation. I agree with him too. So about digital only. Okay, well, I'm the kind of consumer or person that like if a game is on sale and if it's convenient for me just to boot it from my system, I'll purchase it digital only. I'm just as guilty. I'm not a super defender here. I'm not super innocent, I should say. Right? But nobody look, I am the one guy. I'm not the one guy, because a lot of people feel this way. I am one of the people out there that feel like I think both should just coexist. There's nothing wrong with options, and these companies can 1,000,000,000 gazillion% afford both. They claim they're doing this to save on money. What the fuck are you talking about? You're a multi-billion-dollar company. Save on what? You have nothing to worry about. All right, like that's another thing we have to get kind of real with. All right, this whole excuse on saving money bullshit. Because I also know, I just know that with this whole digital only marketplace, not only are we going to lose our consumer rights and they can pull away the license whenever the hell they want to from you, but I also know that price varying might also be a thing with this. Like I just feel it coming. I just feel like here's this game, this big budget game. It's gonna be $100, $200 game for you to buy, but digital only. Good luck, fucker. They're not gonna do the Steam approach. I hope they will, but let's be real here. They probably won't. This is Sony. This is modern Sony PlayStation executives doing this bullshit, and they have been making some really dumbass decisions. Not just this. So I don't give them that kind of faith or that kind of grace and believing and knowing that they're gonna be like Valve and give us the same approach. I hope so. I really fucking do. But I seriously doubt that. I seriously doubt that they're going. I'm sorry, my class is distracting me. But no, I seriously doubt that they're gonna do that. And there's some games coming out that I'm really excited for. And over here, I have my favorite games of all time over here. Some of them, right? And here I had the PS4 Japanese copy of Shenmue 1 and 2, right? Like this is a collector's edition, but obviously if it wasn't for this decision, these kinds of things would never exist. I'm happy to have this. Here I have Mother 3, which is a repro, but we never got it officially, but that's okay. I have, at least I can play this, and can I sell this on eBay? I can, yeah, I can on eBay if I ever want to, absolutely. Could I sell this at a retro gaming store? Probably not. It depends, but on the internet, I absolutely can. Same thing with this game right here, Sonic 3 Complete. This is a fan hack / remake of Sonic 3 and Knuckles as a complete game. If I ever wanted to sell this, I could. Here I have Sonic Mania. If I wanted to sell it, I could. But right now, it's just an empty shell. But no, it's not. The cartridge is in there. I thought it was in my Switch 1 case. Or Switch Games case. But nope. A great game. I can resell this if I want to. Right? I have consumer control of that. I do. Super Mario World, my favorite Super Mario game on Super Nintendo, or 2D Mario game. My favorite 2D Mario game. I grew up with the Game Boy Advance version, but here it is. I could sell it and rebuy if I want to as well. And in a custom clamshell, sure, but at least I have it. And have the manual too. Oblivion, which this might surprise a lot of you out there. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, as I fucked up the reveal. The remake of Oblivion, not the original, the remaster, as it's called, but really it's a remake. And that cover art is very like Ocarina of Time, like the Japanese version. That's super cool for the Nintendo 64, yeah, Zelda. But no, really, yeah, I got the physical version because I love the game that much, and I think it was worthy of owning physically. It felt wrong when this game came out on Xbox Game Pass and everything. Just having it digital only just felt wrong to me as a human being. Listen, I know it's definitely you got used to a thing over time, but I think it's more than that. And no, this isn't just for emotional reasons. As what's his name, Stupid Josh was saying, he was saying that in this video. It's not just for emotional reasons. It's also for, this is shitty news too, but it's not the big of it. It's not as big as this. It's also for like, it's not just an emotional thing. It is definitely a consumer thing. Like for the fact that I was like, hey, they practically gave me the game for free with this subscription service, so it's not really for free. That's cool. You would think, oh, you got the game, great, awesome. No, not really. I don't really have the game. Do you see what I'm saying? I know I don't technically own the product, but I fucking own the product. It's in my goddamn hand. How could you argue that? How could you possibly be okay with this? I'm talking to the younger generation who is educated but doesn't care, or just doesn't know yet. You should not be okay with this. Nobody in their goddamn right fucking mind should be okay. We should all be losing our fucking minds over this. We should be. And a lot of us are. And a lot of us are definitely fighting against this. And that's a good thing. It is. Heavy Rain, one of my favorite games of all time. Right here. I have it for PS3. This game, ironically enough, this is the game that got me into PlayStation. Growing up, through my middle school, high school years specifically, I had the Wii and Xbox 360 DS. That's what I had growing up. Between 2006 to 2013 is when I graduated, right? Yeah. So when I entered middle school in 2006, graduated high school from 2013. Yes, I'm from that kind of generation. I'm 31, so please do. And I was born in the fall time, so around when school starts, right? So anyways, if you can do the math, that'd be great. But I think you get what I'm saying, right? So my parents, me, my siblings, and my neighbors really had no interest in getting a PS3 because this is during that generation, or even a PS2 for some reason. We just never got a PS2 and said we were Nintendo first, but I don't know why we never got a PS2, but I'm kind of glad we didn't because I think the PS2 would have turned me to an arrogant jerk. The friends I did have that had the PS2 were not very nice at the time. I was hanging out with the wrong kind of people, but my kind friends did have a GameCube. That just says a lot about my personal life, but that's whatever. Anyways, I do love PlayStation, and I do love that I got into it after discovering this game into my early adulthood. I've been a PlayStation fan for like almost 15ish years of my life now, since I was 18, and now I'm 31, so almost, right? But I didn't grow up with it. No, I said I'm more of a Sega fan, but we're gonna get into that a little bit. I always will be, but Heavy Rain, man, this game is incredible. I'm happy I got into it. It's not the best game on PlayStation or anything like that. No, is this my favorite PS3 game though? Metal Gear Solid 4 and this are my favorite PS3 games. I think. Oh, and Uncharted 2. Okay, maybe Uncharted 2 now, but I didn't know anything about Uncharted or The Last of Us was coming out at the time. But anyways, sorry. I have it. I can play it and I can own it. I'm trying to 100% it, which is a depressing mission to do that, but I'm trying to. And then right, so here are two iconic games right here that I love to death. That this game right here has a better version of it. That's kind of physical. You got Sonic Origins, right? So I do own that, but I didn't want to show it. And then Streets of Rage 2, right? So again, two amazing games you can pop it on your Genesis and play it. I will always own it forever, forever. To do that, like the two best games on the Sega Genesis, right here for how simple they are, for how like just well developed they are, for how fun they are, for how amazing they are. Soundtrack, gameplay, story, all simple, all amazing, all great. Just get into and play it, right? And yeah, again, but I have them physically. They're right here. I own them forever. They're never gonna go bad. And then here I own this. Now, this again, I'm getting kind of all over the place with my collection a little bit here. I own every now. Okay, another video I want to point out really quickly that I made, right here. Sorry to, sorry Joshua, I'm gonna move away from your beautiful face there. I don't think he minds. But here, oh god, this was like this was a while ago. This is before my unfortunate falling out. But I made this video roughly around. Where is it? Oh god, where's our Like a Dragon series? I don't. Where is it? Oh no, that's not it. Wow, damn it. That video is not. Where the hell's that video at? It's not that old. What the hell? How come? There it is. Every physical North American Yakuza title collection video. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yep. And I got the Sapato right in the beginning. That's very much like me. When did I make this? Oh, okay. Well, really, that long ago? September 2024, huh? Right after a day after my birthday. So, okay. Well, now you know when I was born. But yeah, no. Here's every game, and yep. I own every single one. I own every single one. I haven't sold any of them, and I could, right, and it's my consumer right too, and my kids could one day, right, if the time ever came, if they wanted to, they have that choice, right, or I have that choice, and I have right here the collector's edition Yakuza 6 Song of Life. Inside it, I have every PS4 release that I want to own inside this nice little box. Yakuza 0, Yakuza 0, Kiwami 1, 2, Remastered Collection, 6, Judgment, Fist of North Star, and then the rest of the series I have on PS5. For like new releases from Yakuza 7 moving forward. I will never buy an RPG game digitally first. Never. I will never buy a Sonic Team game digitally first. Ever. I'll never buy a Sega game that I want to own digitally first. Ever. That new Yakuza Taxi game coming out that I really want to play, I hope it gets a physical release. I hope to God it does. Stranger Than Heaven and Virtua Fighter Crossroads, thank fucking God. It seems like they're saved from this abysmal decision. This is heartbreaking. I don't know how Sega feels about this. I don't know how Rockstar feels. Well, Rockstar obviously doesn't seem to care. I don't know how Nintendo feels about this. I don't know how fucking Platinum Games or just like developers. Like, I don't know how they feel about this. But I'll tell you right now, it will kill me. I'll just turn away from it. Thankfully, I haven't played every Yakuza game all the way through yet, so I got plenty of time still before this whole thing blows over, if it ever does. But I am good to go. Right behind me, right there, my Super Nintendo, right there. That's Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 3 or 6. It's 6, a repro of it that I can play whenever the hell I want. I have plenty of time to play that. I haven't even been in Super Mario World yet. I'm still playing through it. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, this decision does not super affect a person like me or others out there, because our backlogs are just like, we got plenty of time now to play what we own, which is wonderful. But I love the feeling of buying a new game. But what is a new game? What is a new product to you? Is it new because you never experienced it before? Or is it new because it just came out? Right? The answer is yes to both. It's yes to both. So even though this is happening, I got really nothing to worry about. Nobody does. And I was talking to my wife about this. I'm like, retro gaming stores are going to go downhill from this, or all gaming stores will. And she brought up a good point. She said these games will always exist, and people always sell them and like we buy them. That's true, and maybe the system's going to change. It is for that kind of thing. Maybe y'all should consider buying and reselling reproduction cartridges now. I don't know. No, that area is kind of hairy, so I can't really comment on that. But guys, this is insane. I really fucking want Sega to come back. Like, I know if they did, they would probably not. They could absolutely save this, but they would have to take notes from what they did before. And it does not have to be Sega. It does not have to be Sega that does it. It could be Capcom and makes the console. It could be fucking Neo Geo. It could be Samsung or something, or like some random electronics company. It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be Sega, but Sega was the ones that basically got to where we were with physical gaming. Sega's the reason why Xbox and PlayStation even existed as a brand. It's because of them, not Nintendo. It's Sega. So for those of you out there who are like, you know what, Nintendo will have my back on this, like those cartridge gamings, all that great stuff. They might keep producing Switch 1 and 2 games forever, or for as long as they want to, but then they have control of your market. Then they have control over the console gaming. That's not good. And there's people that are like, oh, PC gaming, I'm good to go. PC gaming has nothing to do with this. PC gaming is its own ecosystem, its own, like, PC gaming is like its own realm of entertainment. It has nothing to do with console gaming. It doesn't. And for those of you who, what was the last thing I was going to touch on? I completely drew a blank there. There's another point I was making to that. For those of you out there who still buy the PS6, okay. Look, Super Jacob 6, I think it was him, said that, hey man, if you want to get the PS6, that's on you. That's your decision. I have no right to talk down to you about that. He's kind of right, because, okay, it's not right to be mean to somebody who's looking forward to something, who wants to enjoy it. I feel like this is kind of a very gray area for that, because you are causing the problem still, man. You are the reason why this is happening, okay? Okay? If you buy a PS6, you are adding fuel to the fire of the situation. I don't want to say that you're wrong for doing what you want to do with your life and your decisions. It's not like that, man. But just really think about this. I know you're like, oh, it's just a moral thing. Yeah, it is. But is that bad? This is a lot about you as a person, for one, and for two, it's bigger than just a moral thing. This is a what is right and wrong thing, and it's like I said, like, okay, I'm not one to talk about like people wanting to go out and purchase what they want and enjoy it. You know, I bought a Switch 2 for fuck's sake, right? During that whole controversial on launch, and I think I was kind of right to do that now, because look how things are going. But that's whatever. That was then. This is now. So that's just an example I can think of. Plus, I made other decisions in my life that I'm not proud of outside of gaming. But that's whatever. That's a different story. I'm getting off track. For those of you out there who think it's okay to buy a PS6, for those of you out there who are comfortable with digital only, bro, why the fuck do we have to suffer? Good for you, buddy. Right? Give those people a big round of applause. I want a digital only world. Good for you. You have that already. You're already living in that fucking world. Why the fuck do people like me have to do shit like this? How does that benefit you? How does losing physical rights in gaming and shit in general okay? How does it... No, you know what? It's not okay. It's not okay to go out there and support this shit. It's not, because it's kind of like... I don't want to equivalent this to something like religion and politics and like just genuine human rights and beliefs and shit like that, but this is getting to that kind of level. This is entertainment. This is video games. I get that. But it's kind of like being like, oh my god, I don't know. I don't want to compare it to anything controversial. I don't. But this is very controversial, and this is huge, and this is bad. There's no fucking defending this or being okay with this. Like your PS5, if you had the PS5, the PS5 there should be no fucking digital console only. There should be no fucking Xbox One S digital only. No fucking PS5 digital only. That's bullshit. All right, it's the same fucking thing. Just leave the disc thing there. If you don't like it, you never have to fucking use it. It's not hurting you. It's not. Fuck, man. This concept in general is just fuck. Like, why? You get what I'm saying? It's insane. It's unnecessary. It's wrong. Just as a human species, just as like, holy fucking shit, man. I don't think I have to spell out for you. I think you're smart enough to understand. If you're smart enough to watch this much of the video, you are intelligent enough to understand what I'm saying here. All right? This is wrong. This is a bad situation. There's no spelling out beyond that. So, will it ever change? I think it will over time. Do I think the gaming market will crash? Oh, 1,000%, as it should. It should. I and so many fucking people out there will never buy a PS6. Ever, because of this decision. Ever. And to me, saying I will never buy a Sega design game digitally, PC or Steam is a very different sort of thing. If it's because I know for a fact that game will be on sale on Steam, and I'll buy it then. That's fucking different from console gaming. That is not the same thing as being able to fucking do this. To just hold a beautiful game in your hands. Remember all the times you played and put it in your console. Reminiscing on it, seeing all the cool shit that it comes with. What the hell? This is badass. I put the sticker in here. Well, that's cool. Well, just reminiscing on your PS, like just on your games. Doesn't matter what console it's for or system it's for. You should have the option to either buy a game digitally or physically on your own as a human being. As a consumer, you shouldn't be forced one or the other. Being forced to buy physical games your whole life, I don't think would be so fucking bad. Fuck the people who don't like physical gaming. Fuck the people who are like, oh, I don't want all that shelf space. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? You don't have to be a collector, man. Like, people have been buying shit physically since the dawn of time. Okay, not for that long, but for pretty much 100 years now in human society, if not longer. Like, this is just fucking crazy. I have no more words to this. This is just bad. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching, I guess. I'm sorry that I'm getting kind of real here. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, this is really how I feel about this. This is if I could talk to one of my viewers personally about this, like with the cameras off and we're just like having a conversation. Holy shit, you and I would be like, this is fucked, bro. Like, I think so, because it is. It is. Like, you know what I mean? This is how I talk to my friends about this. But yeah, this is insane. Well, Sega, if you can make another console, please do. There's already rumors that they're making a handheld like the Switch kind of device, but not really. I don't really know about that yet. Nintendo, please don't do this. I know you will. I know you're going to eventually, but please just have a heart, man. Like be yourselves. Like, don't change the system. Just keep making your fucking Switch cartridges, please. Just come on. And Microsoft, come on. I know they're both gonna do this. I know they are. I'm not a fool. I know they are. I'm just saying, like, but just don't. Like, surprise us. Like, do the right thing here. God damn. But it's okay that they do this. It is. It's okay that these companies make a digital-only thing because we're not going to support it. And that's another thing. Didn't you see that coming? What do you do? Like, why do companies get dumb? Why do companies keep repeating things that didn't work for them? Why? It's fucking baffling to me. Fuck, man. I don't want to hear cost-effective shit. Like, that's not why. Okay, like, it's not because of tariffs. It's not because of inflation. It's not because of any of that bullshit. Like, no, this is just dumb. This shouldn't be happening. Bye, everybody.